Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So please do subscribe and like and share this video if it resonates with you, because I know there'll be more mums that'll be out there thanking you to understand what's really going on with emotions. So today we're going to talk about maintaining my calm, this parenting idea that is going around for mums when their child is feeling emotional. The idea is that the mum works hard, and sometimes it's grindingly hard, as you may know, to try and keep calm while your child is bringing up their emotions. Now, firstly, I want to say the best news about this approach is that we are moving forward in the fact that mums are starting to realize, yeah, I need to hold space for my child. I'm not trying to shut them up and stifle their energetic flow. The thing that we then see is, what about the mother, though? We've had all these generations of mothers doing everything for their child and not actually coming back to, I am number one. I'm the one that has to work on my own energetic state so that everything else then flows from there. And so it's an interesting concept that I'm going to bring up to flip it to say, hey, when we do that approach, this maintaining calm, I'm actually having to stifle my own emotions, because we know, and when you've really and truly been in that position, when your child is, say, really going off, you know that you are not feeling 100% peaceful on the inside. And until we flow that emotion out, we can't hold a brilliant space for our child 100%. So, what we're going to look at today is what is going on behind that and why. So, when we show our child, oh, I'm maintaining my calm, I'm maintaining my calm, we are pushing our own emotions down. They still sense us. Our children sense our inner stresses. They know what their mother's going through. And I'm sure you could probably clock in with your own mum to go, oh, yeah, I probably did have a sense of what was going on for her. I did know when she was being unpresent. I did know when she wasn't feeling so great. The next children are coming through it even more on that. So they can sense already that things are not okay with us. So they are picking up the message, even subconsciously, that I, as a mother, am afraid of my emotions. I have to pop them away. They are not good right now. The problem is, what I see in the game of life is the energetics that go on is when we've got something coming up for us, we attract an actor and a scene in our external reality to help us to let this stuff go, to crack it, to release it. Self-responsibly releasing it is a whole other topic. But all I'm talking about today is to go, oh, yes, better out than in. No time like the time when my child magnetically purges this stuff up and gets me feeling hot, bothered. Oh my gosh, I'm ready to do something crazy, because my child will not stop yelling, crying, screaming, tantruming, even doing anything embarrassing, like, what they can do. So when our child puts himself in that position, we must remember mother-child reflection, mother-child healing and activation. My child is putting themselves in this position for me to feel how I feel on the inside. Am I tensing in my physical body somewhere? Am I actually feeling the burn? Am I actually feeling, gosh, yes, I'm about to be in tears myself? If someone would just let me say the word, yes, you should go and have a cry. But most of the time, we've been brought up to hold it all together as a mother. And so we've lost touch with our own emotional body as a mother. We are so busy trying to keep it together that many of us have disconnected from our emotional body and aren't actually realizing the burn and the stress and the tightness or any of those inner sensations that's going on when we're trying to maintain our calm and fix it all for our child. So it's actually to come back to, oh, yes, what's going on for me? Now, it is a practice. This is exactly what I mentor mums in for a good while. I've written it in my book all about this approach. First one is just looking at the mum and how we are able to sink into the emotions at the time and let that come up in a good, responsible way. And how the hell do you do it when you've got your child there in front of you going as well? The second book is then more looking at the child. But this I maintain my calm approach is looking at the child, and it's totally skipped first step. I look at myself first and how am I actually going? And once you start to sink into it, you realize the aim of the game of life is for you to go, oh my gosh, my child is just so sad about something, crying over spilt milk even, but oh yes, I've actually been feeling sad today. Oh, I know what it is. It's I'm feeling sad because someone said something, or I'm just not feeling heard, or I'm feeling down about something. I come together with my child. I have a cry with them. They then start to learn, oh yeah, this is totally all good and fine. Like mum goes to the toilet, she blows her nose, she has a cry. we both let our stuff out and get up. And because we have let that old energy out, we are on a different trajectory for the rest of the day and ever onwards. Because of that, we then have a calmer, smoother day because we've done our releasing. If we don't, your child is going to keep having the tantrums. The next thing's going to come and the next thing's going to come, or it's going to be you huffing and feeling yucky yourself and watching your child skip off, feeling so great. And we can get a bit high from that. Oh, yay, cool parenting. I've done that. My child's all better now. But we're wondering why we're not feeling peace, joy, satisfaction, and a whole lot of other things. It comes back to doing the inner work first and that self responsibility and going, right, can I even take these opportunities on the go? Sometimes it's a practice to go, okay, I'm going to hold space for my child right now, but heck, I'm going to turn around afterwards and go have a good cry because I've just realized, well, I'm going to have a good scream in a pillow because I'm realizing how angry I am at what just happened and my child off. And that is when you start to nurture your own self and the mother role of how hard it is when a parent judges you because your child's done something bad. They're going off and having a scream or a cry or whatever, and we haven't actually gone, well, how do I feel as a mother of that child having that person judge my child, but also myself? It sounds kind of egocentric, but it actually is that energetic space of you are it. You're the only player here in this hologram game, I call it. And you have to sort out your inner universe first before anything else is going to truly shift and change. So, what I want to do is just do a little bit of a role play to show you when you get in there and try and maintain your calm, automatically the mother comes into more of a heady voice. Oh, it's okay. Oh, no, you've hurt yourself. Oh, you must be feeling so sad. And the child can immediately sense that the mum is like, oh, what? Like, you don't even know what I'm on about. You're not feeling it at all. You're actually not embodied. When we drop in and go, oh, yes, wow, you can either feel, something, oh, yeah, when I used to fall over when I was a child, when I used to do naughty shit, my mum would go off. That's the part to go, oh, yeah, okay, now I'm getting it, that feeling. But then it's also to relate it back to yourself as to how you're feeling that day. And it could be from anything. Your partner might have said something or whatever. And it's just a nice opportunity to check in. How am I feeling as the mother and for myself when my child brings this to me? Now, when they are talking about maintaining your calm as a mother, there's use of the words of, like use your breathing and show them calm and show them this way to regulate yourself. I'm going to keep saying it. The word regulate has the undertone of you stifle that shit, you keep that shit to yourself. We don't want to see your emotions. And it's still part of the old world of emotions are not good. We do not flow our energy. There is not power behind them. And the power behind emotions and releasing is it's a whole book that I'm writing. But if you do sense that truth, that's what I'm talking to you about, is to realize, okay, better out than in. When I'm trying to do the breathing and the calming, it's not letting the big energy up, sadness, anger, rage, guilt, grief, loneliness, rejection. It's stuff that needs to come out. It cannot be done with breathing. You can do breath work until you get to tears and all the heat starts to shift, but you're really shifting the energy, and you'll know if you've done breath work when you've really shifted your energetic state. But the calming breath work is really what I call a band-aid to I'm trying to maintain my calm. The word maintaining my calm means I'm not calm on the inside. I have all these bees on the inside that are buzzing around, and I'm trying to keep that shit down. And so instead, when, for example, best case scenario, mother and child had a good cry together, you won't get in the car, and I know you're really sad, you don't want to go to school, and heck, I'm so done with it too. I don't even know why we're doing this, and you let it all up as well. You are calm. You are the peace. You don't have to try and find it, maintain it. You are the peace. You are showing your child that you are correct. Children are coming through freshest. They are doing what comes more intuitively than us folk that have been conditioned for a long time around all of this. And they are the ones to show us. Do it on the moment when you feel it. If you can, and this is the next thing, it's a practice for us all to go forward in creating those safe spaces and being around people even your partner and your children, where you feel safe that you can sink into those emotions and actually just let it up then and there. That's how you can really live the life, because you've let it flow, bang, you're onto a different timeline or a different trajectory altogether, and carrying that shit with you for the rest of the day, and guarantee you're going to keep attracting more and more shitty little scenes to keep on prodding you until you crack it. So that's what I see as the new way, is this generation of mothers respecting themselves and honoring their own emotions and allowing themselves to crack, and saying to their children or their partners or the postman or whoever, whatever actor that really magnetically makes them feel that way, thank you. Now I can go and let this stuff up because I'm really feeling it. I'm going to feel amazing on the other side. That's pretty much all. I'm just having a look at my list because there's heaps to say. But that's all I have to say around maintaining your calm. It really is something to consider. If you are valuing, I maintain my calm, how connected are you with your emotional body? Most people I see that are resonating with that style right now are the ones that are not as not as connected with their emotional body. They don't find it as easy to let the emotions come out, which is good and fine. And that is where you are doing step by step. There's nothing wrong with maintaining your calm, because, as I say, the first part is to hold space, and I'm at least going to let my child start to bring it up. But I want to remind you that children are energetically saying, Mum, what about you? Mum, what about you? Some children are going to keep on going and tantruming, like, you're not hearing me, you're not feeling me, you're not truly embodying this yourself, even if you're like, oh, you must be angry, and they're going to keep on going. And that's when you start to realize, oh, okay, yeah, it's my turn to dive in there with you. Or they're going to be the opposite child that is the good little child that says, yes, yes, mummy, I get you. You're talking about this calm. I'm going to keep my stuff to myself, and we're going to find calm together. They are in the shadows. I will say it very clearly. So if your child is doing that, it can be a great thing to turn around and talk to them and say, wow, I've been seeing that we need to find calm, but actually I can see you're trying to let this stuff up, and I'm blocking your flow. I'm stopping your intuition and connection with your emotional body. I want to find connection with my emotional body. I'm going to be guided by you. And you raise your child up to being a wise being who's working and co-creating together with you. So I'm still writing my book. First one, I've already written a fair bit of the second one as well. Touch wood, it's coming out soon. I'm really looking forward to sharing this more with everyone, but please do share these messages with anyone and everyone, because although it can be a big thing to say and admit I want to let my emotions out, more and more people need to hear this, so it becomes more mainstream and more acceptable and more safe to go, oh, okay, just sink into this with my child, instead of using all my energy to try and maintain my calm. And by shoving it down, I just look at the mums who are eating a lot of food to try and hold it down, or they're attracting physical health issues, or they will because they've been holding it down, or they're wondering why they're just not fulfilled in life and really heavy and dragging themselves along. That is the cost of maintaining your calm and pushing it down. Anyway, I'm going to make more videos, so please subscribe, like, and share it. Bye.